death made me a composer of music. At 9-year-old, the weight of understanding death came from witnessing my elder brother's life taken by a reckless driver. Chinese culture forbids a mere mention of death as inauspicious, filling me with loud, unspoken loneliness and unseen pain. This ubiquitous grave, which almost killed me as a kid, was a constant haunting presence sealed in silence. Each note of this jazz ballad you are listening to right now is a bridge I composed to my brother in spirit. It is a beautiful yet nostalgic sonic transformation where our souls entwined, a requiem where longing found solace and loneliness met healing. Layers of emotions surged through my fingers, dancing freely across the ivory, channeling from the depth of my being, a buried yet bursting torrent. My name is Min. I am a music composer, a writer, a deep fowler, and the host of the Chinese-English bilingual podcast you are listening to. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to my voice and for listening to me to use my own voice to tell you about this original jazz ballad, Twilight in April, I composed for my beloved brother. This original jazz ballad you are listening to echoes a little girl's heartache. It is a real story of a grave. It is a real story of a little girl who lost her beloved elder brother in the summer when he turned 14. Ever since that harrowing day, that 9-year-old girl kept casting her gaze heavenward, searching, hoping for a sign of where her brother might be. People say that our beloved ones watch over us from the skies. And so, day after day, deep into the velvet nights, she tirelessly searched that vast tapestry of stars. And then, in just one fleeting, tender moment, as a spring dust painted the sky in the blend of gold and crimson with tiny bit indigo purple, for the first time she felt his presence. It wasn't a physical touch. It came to her on the wings of a haunting melody, the melody right now you are listening to. As if it was a gentle echo wavering through the clouds, eternal, touching, and unspeakably beautiful and catchy. It was as if her brother himself was serenading her. A soothing lullaby from far above, a sad and lonely little girl's longing met the infinite for the very first time. And you already know that little girl was me. And as the years unfolded, one haunting question wove itself into the fabric of my being, a whisper that never really stopped. Who would my brother have become today if he had lived? What if fate had never been so cruel? What if he's right now by my side? You know, in countless quiet moments, I would close my eyes and imagine the life he should have led. I so desperately wanted a parallel universe where his laughter still echoed down in the hallways of our home. But that tender, luminous dream of what could have been remained just out of reach. A beautiful, beautiful mirage I will forever cherish in the center of my heart. Eventually, time and life taught me to eventually come to realize that his life stayed forever at the age of 14, and his life was an unrealized journey through seas I was never destined to sail with him in reality. All I could do was just stand in stillness on the shore and offer my silence in music composition, especially jazz, in the spirit of swing. And so, as you are listening, in the quiet of my sorrow, on my grieving path towards acceptance, I, as the music composer, eventually and bravely and sincerely decide to offer this heartfelt jazz ballad to the world, to anyone who's grieving, to anyone who's suffering, to anyone who is thinking about someone that they would never met again in their lifetime, but just still see them in the dreams, still see them in every single thing happened in our life, and still dialogue with them, no matter what happened in life, secretly. So many infinite internal dialogues turned into this jazz ballad I composed. It is a ballad for my brother, and it is a shared ballad for anyone who has crossed this bridge, while their beloved leftovers still think of them every day, still think of them at any moment of any day. May this jazz ballad stand as my solemn homage. It is my own way of bridging the silent chasm, a personal way for me to honor the void he left behind, and rekindle the echoes of a bond that not even tragedy could sever. Yes, it is for my brother, and his name, if translated into English, is River. And as you know, my name is Min, and our names combined together is the beautiful song Moon River. Yes, this is a ballad for River, for my brother, to the unbreakable bond we shared. And this is also a jazz ballad I composed to the unbreakable bonds we shared with the ones we love, and to the eternal embrace, unyielding to time. As I always believe, a composer and artist's role is akin to a healer's, to illuminate the invisible, to inspire, and to support healing. My vision as a young composer is to be a sociologically engaging composer who listens, reflects, and responds to world events through public platforms and persistent artistry. I envision a series of music meditation retreats, creative art-filled concerts, sound sculpting installations, and interdisciplinary conversations permitted by live audiovisual experiences. All the vibrant collaborations with like-minded musicians, designers, scholars, pioneers, and peers, undertaking a venue for the welfare of all human beings. Music composition is not just a self-built bridge connecting me to my brother in spirit. As I became more mature and awakened, I just realized about the common yet vast suffering of intimate death, spreading its pain across our shared human experience. In facing the pain of loss, restoration is essential for healers and for those who need healing. I strive to invite people to converge, belong, and commune, to support and uplifting one another in our most dark, vulnerable, and lonely time. On July 21st of 2024, at Sakura Park, Manhattan, I held a small concert on the grass. It was a calming concert, felt like an intimate conversation with an old friend, flowing from my fingers, seeking to heal the universal pain of loss. Actually, my dearest grandma and my cousin passed in March and April of 2024, making it a very bittersweet farewell to my family's beautiful, beloved souls. Its gentle musical touch, combined with birdsong, was a balm for myself and anyone there searching for inner peace. Guided by my gentle narrative voice, guests gathered on the grass with eyes closed, breath in and out. My classical piano composition blended with contemporary jazz improvisation, each piece interwoven with poetry, transported attendees from the earth to the stars, where our departed loved ones shine. That meditative serenade, unexpectedly 5 hours, became a shared solace, bridging each listener to the inner sanctuary of their most treasured memories with their beloved ones in spirit, offering a heartfelt, healing embrace amid loss. As the concert concluded, I invited the audience to write a love letter to death, whether marking the end of a romantic relationship, a missed opportunity, the departure of a cherished soul, or even the final breath of their own. And an old man, introducing himself as Pablo, approached me, saying, "Thank you, thank you. Tomorrow is the 4th anniversary of my son's death. My wife and I were anxious about facing it the whole day today. But we just walked to the park tonight and joined your small community concert accidentally. What a coincidence. It truly felt like my song guided us here." Suddenly, chills ran through me, realizing why my life had led me here, to compose music, to use my whole being to compose and to communicate and to combine us all to the unseen, to the unspoken, and to the untouched. Each step through the sands of time, experiencing life's joy and sorrows, especially the grieving, fulfills my soul's mission, becoming an active composer-artist driven by a solid sociological commitment to serving humanity. As I found my life's mission, I, Moon Han, firmly committed myself to this lifetime musical journey and walk, emphasizing in my music and life through creative multimedia art forms and original music compositions and through Speakable Secrets, this musical podcast you're listening to. I firmly believe that, with my sincere heart, that Speakable Secrets will become an online shared audio forum, providing a sacred place to share secrets in a non-restrained, anonymous manner, a safe space for real stories about life, love, loneliness, and laughter, about intuition, insights, interactions, and inspirations. As we fill this podcast episode, please allow me to give you a brave and detailed introduction about me, myself, Moon Han, a nomadic music composer, an artistic writer, and a bilingual podcast host whose music and voice are sincerely shared through Speakable Secrets, this channel you are listening to. Please let me introduce myself to you. As a composer and a bilingual podcast host who listens with an intuitive mind, who shares with an authentic soul, and who feels with a deep yet sentimental heart. Born and raised near Asia's largest waterfall, I am deeply connected to a rich and ancient Eastern musical heritage. I hold an honored bachelor's degree in jazz composition and a master's in live music production and design, both from Berklee College of Music in the United States. And right now, I'm completing my postgraduate studies in classical music composition at the University of Oxford in the United Kingdom. For me, composition is a way to let my inner bird sing. Living a nomadic lifestyle both musically and personally, I combine traditional Chinese musical elements with contemporary jazz and classical music influences, creating a unique fusion and flow in my intuitive narratives. My diverse international experiences enrich my genuine artistry, allowing me to express the unspoken through music and arts, and to tell a story that is both personal and universally resonating by exploring life's dualities and the spaces in between, like love and loss, laughter and sorrow. I aim to bring us all closer and closer through our shared humanity, through both life's roses and thorns. For work and collaboration, please contact me at musicmansita@gmail.com, musicmoonsita@gmail.com. You can find me on all music and podcast platforms globally. My artistic name is Mansita H. MUSICMOONSITA with a capital H. And thank you so much for listening to my musical podcast, Speakable Secrets. Sincerely, thank you so much for being. Thank you so much for listening. And I just know that this music will naturally arrive in the ears of the listeners it meant to be delivered to. As I end this episode, please allow me to give great thanks to the featuring jazz musicians in this album, in this piece. They are my dearest friend in both jazz and life. Tyler White's heart-melting sound on baritone saxophone, echoed by Isaac Oxman's breathless piano storytelling, wherever Hunter Allison's drum fills, timeless tides of melodic frisson form. This is my artistic confession and my creative compassion for a hidden yet honest saying in the spirit of swaying for the unseen, unspoken, and untouched. My name is Min. Thank you so much for listening to my musical podcast, Speakable Secrets. Please take the best care of yourself, and I look forward to greeting you with my voice, sharing with you another secret of my music composition in next episode. Sending you all of my best wishes from my sentimental soul to yours.